See, it would be different if they kept the same feelings and thoughts of remorse, right? And actually accepted the wrong that they've done, okay? I'm talking about like when they're crying, okay? Because this can make us have a soft spot for them, okay? Right? But you got to remember, every time that you give them an inch, they'll take 10 miles. They'll take 10 miles. You know what they think when you feel sorry for them when they when one more time when they're crying from their mistakes that they do not like to admit. You know what we do when we show them remorse? Not remorse, but when we have a heart for them, they go right back in their minds thinking, "Oh, they're stupid. They're stupid. Let me do this. Let me do this to them now." Do you see? It doesn't. They're thinking it doesn't change. It doesn't change because the person that did was able to do that. Like, hey, man, I shouldn't have did what I did. I was wrong, and was able to say that to themselves and actually mean it. That type of person has a chance for rekindling, for making things better, right? For building back that relationship. But they don't have that capability. Yes, there are some narcissists uh, who actually, after a while, it takes them learning the hard way. After a while, because I've read some in some groups online, some narcissists that finally came to themselves. Like there is these older narcissists that I read about their stories. They're older now, and they say themselves, "I'm miserable. I'm miserable, and I hate my life." And before, when people used to tell them that they're a narcissist, they said that they would look at them crazy and laugh and woo woo woo, and then they don't always end up alone, right? But not too long because they hop from person to person, right? Because they don't want to be alone with their demons. But that doesn't matter. They're still going to be alone with their demons. Because even when they're with somebody, they're still being tormented on the inside. They're still doing the same things that they were doing before. Getting worse. 333 on my time. Getting worse at it. More promiscuity. More sleeping with more people. More lying. More cheating. More stealing. More manipulation. This is why they get worse and worse and worse, not better. And those demons devour their flesh while they stay mad and hateful at us for nothing, for jealousy reasons, envy, not knowing that what they're feeling and what that is demons on the inside of them, demonic possession. So, yeah, whoever I'm talking to, though you might feel sorry, don't feel sorry. You know why? Because they didn't feel sorry for you when they were doing what they were doing to you, when they were laughing behind your back with their groups of friends, when they were doing wicked things to you behind your back. But in your face smiling, tell you, oh, it'll be all right. Oh, you're so smart. Oh, you're so, uh, oh, you're something's gonna happen for you. Don't worry. And on the in the background, they're doing stuff to make you cry. That is sadistic. sadistic. Like, sit back and look at that. That is sadistic. That's a psychopath. Someone who can take pleasure, and I dare say it, killing a child, sacrificing a child. They'll laugh at that before they have a feeling of remorse or sorrow. So when I say they're psychopaths, I mean they're psychopaths. And there's nothing that can change them but them. Well, God initially, but them making the decision to own up to their faults. It's like they'd rather suffer, go through hell, continue on the road they're continuing on just because they don't want to admit to the things that they do. How sick and twisted is that? And then they blame others for the way that their life is when it's their fault. It's their fault. And they know it's their fault. They know it. I don't get this when people just they just lie to themselves and act like just because they convince themselves that it's going to be okay, that things are going to work out. No. Just because you convince yourself of something doesn't mean anything. It just means that you've convinced yourself. Doesn't make it true. Hence the pattern that they keep going through. The same pattern. The same pattern. Fuel. Next person. Fuel. Just looking for this, what they think is love. Right? Looking for what they think is love. This ultimate fuel, which they had in us. Might I add. This grade A fuel, which they had in us. And they messed that up too. So what are they really searching for? Yes, they want a quick come up. Yes, they want a skip to fame without doing anything in the middle. But you know what type of fame they're going to get? They're going to get the type that they do not want. They want people to worship them, and they want people to, oh, look at me, look at me. That's what their goal is. Look at me. Look at me. Look what I did. Look what I got. Look who I am. When God is about to expose them for who they really are. And the same people they wanted looking at them in some grandiosity type way, they're gonna be looking at them in the way that they really are. Because God is gonna expose them on the rooftop for everyone to see. And you know what they'll do? Get mad and blame us. Once again, not owning up to their own wicked behavior, their own demonic nature. I know you hear those sirens in the background. Somebody might be heading to the hospital right now. Emergency, an ambulance. I know you wish you could just slap them so they slap them out of it. Like, just wake up. But they love the delusion. They love the delusion. The fake, the fakeness, the lie. They love it. But they hate their lives. But they hate themselves. They're insecure. You know how many times my ex told me he wanted to commit suicide, and how he almost drove his car into the back of a truck on his way home. Although I know sometimes he was using that as a scapegoat to get out of whatever I caught him in. But still, they still do want to commit suicide. They still do want to harm themselves. They are harming themselves on a regular basis, doing the things that they do, thinking they're harming others. Well, they might a little bit, but ultimately, they're harming themselves. They're causing destruction in their own lives. They like chaos. They don't like contentment. They like just chaos. Hence why they would do things for you, right? So they wouldn't have to like buy you a gift or something that you didn't ask for. Then they don't want to lift a finger around the house to help you. They don't want to take out the garbage. They don't want to wash a dish. They don't want to clean up anything. They don't want to do anything. They don't want to pay a bill. Nothing. But they'll go out and spend all this money to buy you something to try to bribe you so that they don't have to do anything. What kind of person is that? Like, no, for real. What kind of person is that? An empty one. Lazy. So think of that when they're when either they try to hoover you or using your spiritual gifts, you know what's going on and you know they're crying and going through it. Don't be so quick to feel so sorry for them. Because when it's you, they have joy in it. They bask in your pain. Ghosting you, knowing you're waiting on a response from them, they love that. They eat it up. I'm telling you. And then come back and, oh, I really didn't mean for to make you feel like that. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And you knew just the right time to message me back because you knew I was going through hell. These are the games that they play. Don't go back to it. Because as soon as you give them anything, any of your energy, any of your time, I swear on my life, they're going to ghost. As soon as you give it to them, they're going to go. Constant cat and mouse game. We're adults. We're not children like they are. We don't play no games. Life is way bigger than that. All right? So let's suck it up. Let's come back to ourselves and let's let them stay where they are. Cause me myself, I'll be damned if I give any of me or my attention to that person again. Why? Because I know what they're going to do. I know what they're going to do. There will be no change in them. None. No matter what comes out of their mouth. They're liars. That's all they know is to lie. There is no truth in them. So remember that. Love you, beloved. Peace.